You know, we've all walked past them. Those huge construction sites, all fenced off, buzzing with activity. And let's be honest, it usually just looks like, well, pure chaos. But what if I told you it's actually a symphony in the making? And right in the middle of it all, there's a single conductor making it all happen.
Right? It's just a whirlwind of heavy machinery, stacks of materials, and people moving everywhere. It seems almost impossible that a sleek, finished building could ever come out of that jumble. But believe it or not, inside that organized chaos is a master plan.
So who is this mystery person? Who's the one bringing order to all that noise and turning a stack of blueprints into a real, tangible building?
Well, meet the superintendent. And I want you to think of them as the orchestra conductor of the entire construction site. They're the one person on the ground, making sure every single note, that means every person, every piece of equipment, every delivery, plays its part at the exact right moment.
You know, before the first shovel even hits the dirt, the superintendent is already setting the stage. They set up the field office, which is basically the project's command center. They organize the entire layout of the site, they set the rhythm with work hours, and they are constantly, and I mean constantly, watching the two most critical things, the schedule and the budget.
But of course, a conductor is nothing without their orchestra. And on a construction site, that orchestra is, let's just say it's incredibly complex.
See, the superintendent isn't just managing their own crew. Oh no, they're coordinating a huge cast of characters. You've got dozens of different subcontractors for things like plumbing, electrical, concrete. Then you've got city inspectors who can literally shut the whole project down in an instant. And don't forget the utility companies you need to connect power and water. It's a really delicate dance. So how on earth do you get the electricians and the drywall crews to work together without tripping all over each other? Well, it really boils down to three crucial keys. First, scheduling everything just perfectly. Second, holding weekly meetings so every single person is on the same page. And third, something everyone can appreciate, making sure people get paid on time. It sounds so simple, but this is the real secret to conducting a harmonious site. And the stakes here could not be higher. When that coordination is good, you get clear supervision and efficient work. Everything just flows. But when it's poor, you're looking at obstacles, delays, conflicts on site, and the one thing nobody wants to see, budget overruns. The superintendent's ability to conduct this orchestra directly makes or breaks the project.
Okay, so beyond the people, the superintendent has to be a master of the physical space itself. The job site is like this giant, constantly evolving 3D puzzle.
Just think about it for a second. Where do you put the giant crane so it can reach everything without having to be moved all the time? Where do you store all the materials to protect them from rain and theft, but also keep them close to where they're actually needed? How do you manage all the truck deliveries, employee parking, and even figure out where the dumpsters go? Every single one of these decisions impacts efficiency and safety.
But, you know, amidst all of that logistical complexity, one single thing stands above everything else: safety. Protecting the workers and the public isn't just a part of the job, it is the most important part of the job, period.
And the superintendent's responsibility doesn't just stop at the fence line. Nope, they also have to manage the project's impact on the entire surrounding community. And that means controlling noise, keeping dust and mud from spilling out onto public streets, and protecting the local environment. And here's a pretty cool fact. Managing the site well is not only good for the neighborhood, it's great for the budget. By effectively recycling materials like concrete, wood, and metal, a project can actually cut its waste disposal costs by as much as 20%. That's huge.
Okay, so we've covered the people and the place, but there's a third, almost invisible element that holds the entire thing together. You could call it the project's sheet music, all the documentation.
Here's the most crucial point, and it is a big one. In construction, if it's not written down, it might as well have never happened. That quick verbal agreement you had about moving a wall, if it's not documented, it can easily turn into $1 million dispute and cause massive delays. Meticulous records aren't just boring paperwork. They are the project's ultimate armor. Let's just take the daily field report, for example. This is not just some simple diary. It's a formal, legal record that tracks everything from the weather, which, yeah, can totally shut down certain jobs, to the exact number of workers on site, every single delivery that comes in, and the outcome of any official inspections. It's literally the project's daily heartbeat, written down. And you better believe today's conductor has a seriously high-tech toolkit. Superintendents now use tablets with special field software to cut down on all that paper. They're using daily photos and videos to document progress, and they even have site-wide webcams that let the whole team monitor the project in real time from literally anywhere in the world. So all this brings us to the final, and maybe the most important piece of the puzzle. The job isn't just about building a structure, it's about building relationships and ultimately a reputation.
Think about it. The superintendent is the face of the construction company to, well, everyone. The project owner, the employees, all the subcontractors, and the entire neighborhood. Their professionalism and how they communicate directly shapes how everyone sees that company.
You know, being a good neighbor in construction is actually pretty simple, but it is so powerful. It means keeping the site clean and secure. It means putting up clear signs. It means talking with the community about things that might disrupt them. And in the end, it means letting the high quality of the work do all the talking for you.
And this really gets to the heart of what modern construction management is all about. The real goal isn't just a finished building. It's the whole process of getting there. It's about creating an environment where people can work safely, efficiently, and feel good about what they're doing.
So from that first chaotic scene we imagined to the final concrete structure, it's the superintendent who stands at the podium, guiding every single section of the orchestra, making sure every player hits their mark to create this finished symphony of steel and glass.
So the next time you walk by one of those sites, I want you to take a closer look. You might not see the conductor with the baton in their hand, but you'll see their work everywhere. And I bet you won't see chaos anymore. You'll see the orchestra hard at work.